Last episode of the Learning Music Theory series, I learned all about making chord progressions, and today I'm going to be learning about how to add melodies on top of those, and I'm also going to be learning a little bit about rhythm. All right, so right here we have the episode 4 objectives. We're going to start by reviewing chord progressions, then we're going to learn about melodies, and then we're going to learn about rhythm. Okay, to quickly review chords, it's pretty much just be able to read the chord progression, be able to know which number applies to which chord in the scale, and then figure out what kind of chord progressions you like. Okay, so for example, if you're gonna play a chord progression that goes 1, 4, 5, 1, it's gonna look like this. I started with the 1, then I moved to the 4, and then the 5, and then back to the 1. And then you can do that in any scale, you just gotta make the proper chords in that scale. If you want to see all that in depth, obviously go back and check out the last episode. Okay, quick review out of the way. Now we got to learn about melodies. So to do that, we are going to go back to the Andrew Huang music theory video. And I've also been using this video a lot throughout the series, but last video we did actually finish the entire video. I've learned all the topics in it. So we're just going to go to the Andrew Huang video, and we should actually get through the entirety of this video today as well. So that's pretty exciting.
The next step is to look at melodies, which are single sequences of notes played with the chords, usually above them. This is usually the thing that you would sing along to in a song, but even in instrumental music, there's usually some kind of lead melodic part that's the most interesting and the thing that's the most memorable for people.
All right, so after taking a few notes on what Andrew Huang said in his video, I've got some ideas of what to kind of play with. And then also, of course, there's the practice that he always has. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. Basically, I just gotta pick a key, create a chord progression. I'll set that up in FL Studio in my DAW, and then I'll just experiment with playing some melodies over this, try to cook something up, you know? Okay, so let's cook up a little chord progression here. Let's start with a 1, 7, 6 here. Okay, change up the BPM because why not? And then let's try to, change up the chord progression a little bit so it's not so on time. Okay, I have something cooking. It's something. This is the chord progression. Some transitioning, goes to the 7th and then it goes down, to make that like dominant 7th chord. I think it's what it's called. Do not learn your music theory terminology directly from me, okay? I think it's called the dominant 7th. I don't actually remember that's perfect, like that is true. Now we got to cook up a melody on top of it, and I think I'm gonna try playing the notes out on the piano a little bit, kind of get like the rhythm, something like that. I don't know, it feels more free on the piano. And I'll try some of the different things that he mentioned, like using the pentatonic major scale, and then being mindful of playing different notes that are in the chords that are playing, and then also out of the chords that are playing. Is there such thing as a minor pentatonic scale? Okay, if I understand the minor pentatonic scale correctly, it's a little bit more complicated than the major one, but I think I'm gonna try it out because I normally am working in minor with like the dark trap beats, whatever I'm working on. So I think it might be useful to know this. If I look at the C major scale, that I would use the first, the minor third, which I believe would go down 1, I hope. And then it would be the 4th, the 5th, and then the minor 7th. Let's, I guess, go up an octave because we want to be playing above the other notes. Well, let's just keep playing with it and see if I can figure something out. Oh yeah, I should probably be playing the chords in the background while I do this. Okay, I have some ideas. I'm not really sure. Let's try to maybe play with some clicking in. Oh, actually, let's strum the chords just a bit. Okay. Do 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 do. I like that. I like that. I like that. Here's it. So let's try recording it in. So it's gonna be something like that. Sometimes I'm not too good at being able to copy down exactly what I hear. So I mean, good thing I can play it. And then I'm gonna try to learn some about rhythm today. Maybe I can start learning to be able to like count it out. And holy crap, I hit those keys hard. It definitely took quite a good amount of time. No, but yeah, I think I made something that's not terrible. I used the minor pentatonic scale that I learned or whatever. And yeah, I used notes that were in the chords and not in the chords. And I think I made it kind of flow. But I definitely think if I was going to use this for an actual beat, it would need to be extended to a whole 8-bar and some more stuff would need to be added. But I think this was a pretty good little trial with the pentatonic scale and adding melodies on top of chords. So let's just play it. With that out of the way, I think we can go ahead and cross off learning about melodies. All right, so the next thing I gotta learn about is rhythm. And this I'm like a little worried about because like, you know, I've been making melodies, obviously, because I've been making beats. So it's not like super crazy, but rhythm, I don't know. It's not like a super hard concept, but it's just kind of something a little tricky, I feel like. But let's watch what Andrew Huang has to say about it, and then let's get into it. Also, this is the last section of the video. So we're basically done with like this beginner learning music theory phase right now. Okay, we're pretty much there.
The last component of theory fundamentals is rhythm and how to count it. How do you tell when things are played, whether that's chords or melodies or drum beats? That's based on the musical counting system.
I took some notes about rhythm, and I pretty much know this stuff. It's just like about counting, which I've learned before, like the 1E and a 2E and a 3E or whatever, okay? The part that I struggle with, I guess maybe I should explain this. I'll just show you his little diagram really quick. I'm talking about this thing. So this is the bar. These are the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count them, and then you just subdivide it. If you want to get all, you can go all the way down to 16th notes, or you can keep going forever. But the thing I was saying was the 16th note subdivision: 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. It's how you count like beats, or I don't know. It's how you count rhythm. I don't know. But the problem I have is being able to count like this. So I'll just show you what he's doing.
Let's say we had a beat idea that was like, we could jot that down into this number system. Well, I know that the snare is on the and of 1 and the 4.
I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to make that and count at the same time? I need to maybe take some time practicing right now. I might like try to put together a drum pattern in FL and then like figure out where the 1E and a 2E, all those things fall. Let's just get a kick and a snare and maybe some hats. So another 1 here, the 2 is here, the 3, the 4, and we can also see them up here. So I guess the 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and okay, so that's already 16th. So this would be a 1E and 2E and 3. Okay, I just never looked closely at this, you know? So it was more daunting than I thought. So, okay, let me make my normal kick pattern. Okay, so now where do those things fall? This is the 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Okay, yeah, I knew the snare is on the 3 and the 7. And then the kick is on the 1, the 2, and... Okay, wait. This is how I'm going to look at it. The first one right here is the number, right? That's the 1. You got these 3 are the subdivisions. E and 2 E and so we know this is an and 3 E and 4 E. Right now I'm just trying to make connections that make sense in my brain. If you're gonna try to do this yourself, you're gonna have to make stuff that makes sense in your brain, because I don't know if this makes sense to anyone else. Okay, let me try to count with it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2. Did I get that? I don't think I. 1 E. Let me slow the BPM down. That might help. And turn on the metronome. That might help too. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E. Let's speed it up a little bit. 90. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 2. Wow. Turn it back down. We were not ready to go up in the BPM. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Oh, maybe I just need to count 1 and 2 and, because I'm not even playing anything in the 16ths right now. I'll probably simplify it for me. So let me just count it in 8s. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay. All right, let me get the second half now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay. Yes, I know I sound super stupid. Okay. Anyways, I think I've got... No, I was about to say I think I've got this down. No, I think I've got a lot of work to do to get this down. I think I know how to do it, though. Like, I know how to do it. I just can't do it because it's kind of... I don't know. It's something you got to practice. But I think that's enough for today. And we can go ahead and cross off learning about rhythm. Well, guys, with that, we have officially gone through the Learn Music Theory in Half an Hour by Andrew Huang and the Music Theory for Producers, This Is All You Need by Ethan Davis. So we kind of find ourselves at the end of this beginner learning music theory journey. I feel like I definitely learned a lot over these past few weeks or however long this series has been going on. And yeah, obviously there's a lot more to learn about music theory, but we have a pretty decent foundation that we can now go on to learn more about other stuff in beat making and understand the foundations enough. All right, but with that, I will just see you in the next one. Goodbye.